I don't know if you knew this, Lewis, but cannibalism is coming to America, and the response is to buy prepper food from religious televangelists. This is, of course, televangelist Jim Bakker. He has already come up with some pretty interesting ways to promote his prepper food that his ministry sells. And his new thing is saying that cannibalism could be coming to the United States. This is the same Jim Bakker, by the way, who was forced to resign from his ministry because of a sex scandal, and he was later imprisoned after it was revealed that he was involved in accounting fraud. He ultimately went down the obvious career path, which is to become a televangelist. I'm going to play a clip for you. The clip is indistinguishable from a parody of right-wingers hawking crazy products. You'll notice if you're watching as opposed to just listening today, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see advertisements as they're talking about the impending cannibalism that is coming. There's advertisements for products like corn chowder soup bulk bucket, which will make 20 gallons of soup, and a cornmeal bulk bucket that contains almost 400 servings of cornmeal, Lewis. This is Jim Bakker speaking with fellow end times preacher Rick Wiles about, an ice age could come back and the cities will be hell. And then all of a sudden, the body eaters are going to show up. Let's take a look.
Cycles with the sun. The sun has a 206-year cycle. We just came out of the global warming cycle. Mm-hmm. Food is abundant during the global warming cycle. Mm-hmm. Food is scarce during the 206-year global cooling cycle.
Wow.
And if you notice, the last several years, winters have been very, very cold, very snowy, record snowfalls in the East Coast, New England, and Michigan, and so forth. The Great Lakes frozen, solid up through late spring.
Right.
These are signs that the sun is cooling down. Mm-hmm. The Russians are very adamant about this. The head of the Russian International Space Station, the section of the Russian side of it, he is flat out saying, and he was saying this 7 years ago, the little ice age will start in the winter of 2015.
Really?
And it's on record. You can go on the internet and find these predictions. Well, why are the Russians so interested in it? Well, look at where their landmass is at.
Yeah.
Okay, if they lose their food, they're in trouble.
Sure.
Jim, what do nations do when the food runs out? They go to war.
They go to war.
They
have
steal
to
it from
find-
each other just like they will.
Yes.
Just like New York, Chicago, all your big cities will be hell. The gangs will take what they want. They will kill to take what they want. And then they will start eating bodies of the people they kill.
That's right, Lewis. They're going to start eating the bodies of the people that they kill. The silver lining here that I found is at least Jim Bakker and Rick Wiles have admitted that there have been global warming cycles. And I know that that's a very small silver lining, but it's something.
It's something. But now, of course, they're saying that that's all over with and we're going to go into an ice age and the sun is cooling and, it's going to be a post-apocalyptic movie all over the place. It's always the same. It's always the same. They're fear-mongering. They're selling something. Who buys this stuff?
I know.
Someone's
That's what I
buying
was
it.
wondering. And they put up pictures of snow in New England during the winter, as if that's supposed to shock people into buying gallons of corn chowder, Glenn Beck was doing the prepper food stuff for a while as well. And with Glenn Beck, it coincides very specifically with the teachings of his Mormon religion. But I think also there have been these more, I guess you'd call them generic Christian televangelists who have been getting into the prepper stuff. The scenario they outline is one where crowds of flesh-eating thugs ravage an apocalyptic dystopian reality. But let's, of course, praise our merciful Lord, not for preventing the cannibals from showing up, but for creating Jim Bakker and having him offer us corn chowder in bulk. Wouldn't it be simpler if we have this merciful God that Jim Bakker preaches about, for God to just prevent the cannibals from endangering anybody rather than going through Jim Bakker and a supply center to give you 100 gallons of peanut butter or whatever it is?
No, David, all you need to worry about is bulk cornmeal. I wonder what kind of kickbacks are involved here. What percentage of that bucket of cornmeal goes to Jim Bakker. That's
A lot
what
of
I
these
wanna know.
affiliate programs pay anywhere from 5 to 15% in terms of a commission. So it's hard to say, but it's not insignificant, that's for sure.
Well, I imagine there are a lot of people buying a lot of cornmeal right now, and I hope at least that it's non-GMO cornmeal.
Right, yes. Even though right, and you're not making an anti-GMO statement, but I think you're saying just to really hit all of these sort of fad bullet points that should be part of the sale, why not just add that? And also all natural, which has absolutely no meaning whatsoever.
All natural, completely unregulated term. Do not buy anything that says all natural on it.
Well, no, it's not necessarily bad because it says all natural. It's just not proof that it's any healthier.
I think I have been doing a lot of looking on the aisles at stores. And anytime I see something that says all natural, I look at the ingredients, I look at the content, I read the labels. And I think I have yet to find something that I consider to be truly healthy that says all natural on it.